What's going on, everybody? Michael here. Thank you dearly for joining me for this video where, long time no see, we are checking out a BTS album that, well, I say long time no see. For those of you on Patreon, obviously, we spent a lot of time together watching a wide assortment of BTS content, and I enjoy it all oh so much. But to be honest, there's nothing quite like sitting down for an album of these boys and hearing the messages and working my way through the way they write, and obviously the singing and the rapping, and experiencing the growth as much as anything, because we're going far back now. This is early on as we've worked our way back over the course of time that we've been checking out these BTS albums for the first time. So yeah, nothing for me anyway like sitting down for a BTS project. This came out September of 2013, according to Spotify anyway. That's the official release date, and that is literally 11 years ago. That's crazy, like insane. It also feels like 11 years since I've sat down for a BTS project, so I'm gonna try and keep this intro fairly short in comparison to my usual intros, which can trail off a little bit at times, as we all know. Yeah, guys, I'm just really excited. I'm really hyped. Big fan of these boys ever since I got into them very recently. And you know that. If you've been here for the journey, you pretty much know that. If you're here for the first time, hi. This is me checking out this BTS project for the very first time. And I will always be very honest in my response to the music and my level of enjoyment of it. Notice I've gone this far without saying or attempting to say the album title. Oh my God. I'm having an on-camera, in live time realization. So I'm just seeing the album cover for the very first time. All I ever really saw with this project was the album name, and I just kept telling myself, like, how am I gonna try and say this once I get to filming? And really all I could come up with was RUL8 2 ? But now the album cover is right in my face, and it says, "Oh, are you late to?" Or, "Oh, are you late to?" Are we late? Were we late arriving here in our career? I don't know. I'm gonna listen to the album. We'll see what I make of that title, but I just know there's gonna be lots of stuff going on within this project, and it's baby BTS, which is also very exciting because there's some possibilities of some certain things. And also peeking ahead, I see BTS Cypher Part 1. So we got things started as far as the legendary ciphers went. All right, guys, that being said, let's jump into "Oh, Are You Late To?" I'm excited because, again, it's been a little bit, and there's just more. I feel like this is the perfect time to jump into this album because I do also have other BTS albums to get to, be it them as a group or individual mixtapes. And then also, obviously, there's so much stuff I haven't seen, but I believe the boys are going to be back, I feel like, shortly, by the time I have, listened to all the albums and mixtapes. And by then they'll have come back and potentially come up with another group album, fingers crossed. So it's just the perfect time. Guys, really quick word from our sponsor for this video, and they specialize in my literal favorite thing to do in the entire world, and that's sleep. Titan. What is Titan, do you ask? It's my pleasure to introduce you and hook you guys up with a pretty sick discount. Titan is the mattress for every body. Emphasis on body, with a blend of high-quality foam and heavy-duty coils. Titan mattresses offer the lift and durability you deserve for a great night's sleep. Again, my favorite thing in the world. There's no more compromising between comfort and support. It's all in one mattress. Plus, they ship for free across the US from their Arizona factory. So if you're tired of settling for mattresses that don't meet your needs, it's time to upgrade to Titan. TitanMattress.com delivers your mattress right to your door for free within the United States. Guys, it comes rolled up in a box and it's tightly wrapped, and it's just so easy to set up yourself. If you guys have been following the channel here, you know that I just moved, so I needed a brand new mattress for my bedroom. Obviously, I wanted something really comfortable that would help me sleep better, that would last a long time, big on durability, and a reasonable price, because these mattresses are super affordable at such a high quality point, especially with this discount code that I'm offering you guys here for 30% off using the link and the code BTS. I personally got the Titan Plus Luxe. There's multiple options. There's the Titan Plus. Titan Elite is the newest mattress option. They've got something for everyone. Again, all those options are on the website that you see there on the screen. TitanMattress.com/BTS. Make sure you get that 30% off with the code BTS when you check out. A really great thing about all this is that Titan mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped straight from their Arizona factory. So it means they're able to use the premium materials at a reasonable price without the middlemen bringing up the cost. Guys, I keep talking about affordability for high quality. With your Titan mattress, you get a 120-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. And they've got master craftspeople who've been building mattresses for over 25 years. And again, every mattress is designed for all body types. Every body type. So yeah, guys, I love my Titan mattress, and I really think you would too. And yeah, guys, I've had my mattress for about a month now, and I love it. Things I like most, it's just incredibly comfortable. It's clearly high quality. I've had such an easier time falling asleep quickly. And the value, you know, I'm big on affordability, and it's super affordable for such high quality. Again, it's super worth it. One of the coolest features about the mattress as well, for me personally, I run very hot, and one of the coolest options and features is you could add this Glaciotex cooling cover that I definitely added onto mine, and it's just cool to the touch. If you're looking for a new bed, check out TitanMattress.com/BTS. Click on the links below. Get the 30% off your order with the code BTS. And again, Titan, thank you so much for sponsoring. Sleep comfortably, guys. Go use that code. Go use that link. Go get that discount. So some of my more recent go-tos as far as channels for lyric videos weren't, back then they weren't, the way that they made their videos weren't showing the person singing each part. So I kind of just had to use what I could find as far as the lyric videos go for these. So bear with me, please, as far as the lyric videos we're watching here, but I'll make sense of things as best I can if something seems a little off. And yeah, also the music video. There was a music video for one of these songs, I believe. All that being said, guys, strap in. Let's have a good time. I hope I enjoy this. First track is the intro to this album. Let's do it.
Not the last forever. Never be late to do what you want to do right now. Because
okay,
at one point of someday, everything you did will be exactly what you will be.
Yeah, it's an accumulation, and yeah, everything that you do will be who you've become to this point. And also, don't wait on what you want to do. Don't wait on what you want to do. Don't be late to what you want to do. It's pretty incredible because they're so young. I mean, RM's always had, you know, that extra level of maturity, right? Even earlier on, but pretty wild to have that level of perspective from such a young age, right? This is a resonating message to anybody, anywhere right now, and it's being told to us by, you know, this group that's so early on in their career. What? That was sick. That was sick. Okay, that's a lot of, wow, that's really interesting to open your album with. So much perspective. That back and forth conversation between your father, in this case, RM's father, and someone who would have experienced so much life already, but asking about like unnatural versus natural, which to me speaks to kind of like the unexpected. Like there's, especially when you're younger and you're growing up, you kind of have an idea of how the world might work, but then you go through it and things come at you that you just don't expect whatsoever. And that could be the unnatural, right, as opposed to the natural, but then there's the natural. And it's just like the waves of life, especially going through those motions and waves. Again, to be able to have that level of perspective so early on in life, it's not normal. It's not normal. And I mean that in the most complimentary way. All right, let's go on to NO, track 2. I'm getting my, this is, I kind of hinted at this earlier, but I didn't say the loud part out loud. When I talked about the group earlier on, and that might mean I get some things that make me very excited and happy. And one of the things I was alluding to was Jungkook rapping. Jungkook rapping, and it's already happening here. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we're talking about the pressure that we put on kids, particularly students and young students, kids, you know, going through school, and the pressure of applied by parents. It seems that pressure being, you know, what are you going to make of yourself? Like, what is going to be in your future? And as opposed to kind of like allowing mistakes to happen and allowing you to sort of just learn and live life through those mistakes and adjust on the way, which, you know, honestly can, I mean, having somebody guiding you is such a, not everybody has that, right? So it's a luxury, certainly, if you have the appropriate guidance. Sometimes it can work the other way around, where you have somebody who's detrimental to your growth. But that detriment can often be this level of pressure coming from those parents, coming from a guardian, coming from maybe even a teacher who's, you know, maybe not the most well-intentioned. Just pressure, just constant pressure to make something of yourself, when there's so many other things you've got to figure out, so much life that you have to live still, right? And there was a line in here that was just said, even if we think simply, it's survival of the fittest. It's almost like that's like basic. That's a base level of the pressure to make it feel like Hunger Games for these kids, right? Like, you better go to college or your life is going to amount to absolutely nothing. Like, you're already setting them up to absolutely fail. And that system in itself and level of pressure is just not, it's not conducive to a lot of these kids having any sort of future for themselves, let alone the future that you're trying to project onto them. This is wild. This is not, these boys, every time I go into these projects not knowing what to expect, because every project is so different, has a different message to it, right? And it's all very much depending on when it came out and what the boys were going through in their lives and what they wanted to, you know, put into these songs and send out to the audience. Every time I'm truly blown away, and I go into it, you know, not knowing what to expect and wondering, like, oh, maybe this time will be the time where I just get some bangers and it's not that deep. But every time I'm proven so wrong in a way where it is that deep every single time. So, damn, okay, this is wild. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's exactly what I was talking about. The projection onto you, because you could. It makes me think of like One Tree Hill and Dan Scott projecting on the Nathan Scott, right? There's so many examples of an adult who didn't accomplish exactly what they wanted to accomplish, so they project that onto this child and try and guide their child in such a specific line that might not align with that child's interests or what's best for them, right? Or even if the adult did accomplish something, it's like, you have to carry on the family business or do what I did or whatever it is. And no, go against that. Everybody say no. Like, we will walk our own line and figure out what we want for ourselves in life. Okay? BTS. The parents say we have it so easy. The grown-ups confess that we have it so easy. Now, how do you explain my unhappiness? I know I'm stopping this a lot, guys. Whatever. You guys know. You get it. You've been with me long enough. And if you're new, this is what happens here. And it's BTS's fault. This doesn't happen for every reaction. Oftentimes I just sit through the song and vibe out. I can just vibe out while they're saying all these things. How do you explain my unhappiness? Like, how can you tell me I have it so easy while I am feeling this immense unhappiness? That's a disregard to depression in childhood and in our youth, which is a real huge problem, and that's very important to me. We have so much of our youth who are struggling with their mental health, and we just kind of say, we as a society say, oh, they're kids, it'll be fine. No, like they have it so easy. They don't have any real problems, right? That's not, no. Everybody say no. We're human beings and we're experiencing these things as well as you are, obviously, like without the bills and stuff, but that doesn't mean that we're not suffering. I say where is, I'm not a child, but like speaking for these kids that just need to be seen and heard as much as anyone else does.
Everybody say no.
Fire.
Everybody say no.
I love this. Well, what? Who's that? Who did that? Somebody like growling back there. I desperately need to know who's growling, because what I need the answer to that. This is great. This is tremendous. It's the ultimate like rebellion sort of song, but it's so necessary. Like every student, every youth needs to hear this song, and they can decide for themselves if they're feeling a lot of what the song is saying and it resonates with them, or if they're not. If they are in an environment where they're allowed to think freely and feel freely, and they have a lot of support at home and you know, are being guided in all the right and appropriate ways, then this might not apply to them. But I would say that that's definitely the exception. Let me know who did those growls. Someone was like rawr. Like, oh, like 3 or 4 times at the end of the song. We on next track 3.
Swag.
That early on, RM had that deep voice from the start, right? Oh, this is a slick cadence. Just straight up listening to like what he's saying. Okay, that's cool. That little rhyme pattern. He just ended the little rhyme pattern. Ooh. Hold on. Okay, those of y'all that know me know I love me some R&B. And this is a huge holy fuck moment, because this is so R&B coded. The way that they're utilizing all the vocals from the vocalists here, from Jungkook to V to Jimin to Jin, and then that Jin part is kind of crazy. Both of them, Jimin to Jin, both right here. I'm obsessed with this right here. So Jin is like using his head voice. He's really up there vocally, and Jimin just sounds so smooth, and it really is full on R&B, which actually suits V as well as any of them. So he's a perfect person to close the part out with. I like this song a lot. Hold on. This might be as R&B as I've ever heard them before.
Wait,
what? Even if I'm lazy, I'm busier than you. Even if I'm lazy, I'm busier than you. That's how much I'm grinding. That's how sharp this tongue is. That's what he said before that, right? I love this. Go ahead, Jin. This is so good.
동물끼리 박스 이건 코순 치던 얘들에게 던지는 한수 축하해 퍽이나 힘매고 위한 고정 멘트 그런 거라면 네 감은 썩어서 도려내
For connections, we've reached that level now where you're coming up to us for that. Yeah, I love that. I love that they've proven themselves. They've proven themselves. Now they can talk about it. Okay, where has this song been my whole BTS life? Holy F. Wow, I'm very giddy right now because I love this song a lot. I know that a lot of you knew I was going to love this particular track. So shout out to those of you that knew that this song was going to come on and we would get to the end of this song and I would have an official all-time favorite BTS track. And I've talked about sharing I gotta share my Discord. For those of y'all that are watching that are on the Discord, remind me and I will share my I have a BTS playlist. It's my favorite BTS songs. This is going right in there. Yeah, you can see my favorite BTS songs that I've developed through the channel, obviously checking out BTS's music over the couple of years here. Incredible. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Absolutely incredible. It's probably not gonna get better than that as far as like preference goes for me, just because they like that song was reminiscent of music that is so near and dear to my heart. Having growing up throughout my life, they nailed the sound. They truly did. Whatever they were inspired by, they absolutely nailed it. Truly, excellent. Okay. It's a skit, track 4, Are You Happy Now? Oh, that's a beat. Is Jungkook, I hear the snoring from the start. Jungkook hasn't spoken yet. Is he snoring? Is he the one snoring? They say cover his nostrils. I'm jealous, so young.
그래요. 언제 이런 거 해보겠어. 연습생 때 꿈꾸던 게 이런 거잖아. 그치? 아무래도
That's crazy because that's exactly what I talked about. What Suga's saying here. Suga's actually the one that said it in the last in We On, when he was just talking about his journey going from a trainee to where he is now, and now just talking his smack straight up. He's referencing it here again in casual conversation. If they've made it. I'm not saying they've made it because they certainly got a lot larger as a group and accomplished like so much more globally, certainly in later projects, but they got to the point where they're like professional artists at this point. It's such a big deal. What's going on, guys? It is your friend Michael.Beveraggi here, and I just want to take this moment to very quickly once again just recommend checking out my Patreon. I try and make sure that everyone gets their money's worth, so there really is just a ton of content on there, and it just keeps the channel alive. It allows me the opportunity to be able to do all of this full time and continue to make videos for you guys. And even if we are just talking BTS content, if we want to look some of that stuff up, obviously Jin's most recent project was reacted to in full. This video, this edited version you guys are watching now, originally is an hour and 45 minutes. And guys, another huge thing about Patreon is the community is incredibly kind and incredibly interactive with one another, and it's just a really safe place for a lot of people. I reacted to all of the BTS monuments. I believe those were on Disney, but I watched every single episode over there on Patreon. Yes, we reacted to Suga with Jungkook, the Such Witta episode, which was such a fun time. All the solo members, solo projects in full are on there, of course. I don't even think this is on YouTube. The Augusti D and D2 album was a couple years ago, but absolutely did react to the yet to come Busan concert, which was definitely top tier, like definitely top 3 or 4 overall experiences period in my BTS watching reacting journey, particularly on Patreon. Very classic me to have an almost 3-hour reaction to BTS. These are the unedited versions, guys, that we just all spend all this time together. Another almost 3 hour. Speaking of top 3 or 4 things I've ever seen in my life, I cannot forget the reaction to the J-Hope at Lollapalooza, the J-Hope-a-Palooza performance. Absolutely unbelievable feeling shooting through my body watching this thing. And yeah, every single month there's custom requests by the Patreon community that are uploaded. The videos are around 5 to 6 hours long, and there's usually a few BTS videos in there, such as this one where Jungkook is flirting with ARMY, and that was a lot of fun to watch. There's also Jin on Jimmy Fallon, as you can see. There's a ton of other artists that get requested monthly, and I check out individual videos of those artists for the first time. The BTS dance practice, Jungkook reacting to Love Letters by ARMY, and that's just last month. Like I said, these are monthly, so there's always some fun BTS content and endless content of other artists as well that you might be interested in. The Patreon content library goes back to early 2021, so the best part is if you've never signed up but you're brand new, you sign up. It's winter time, you can cuddle up, get warm, and just literally watch endless content. And if you sign up before, absolutely all my love to you. You literally fund and keep the channel alive. Cannot thank you enough. And I look forward to whenever you come back. And if you've been a part of the community before, you already know what it's like, and you know that there's things constantly being uploaded. Always trying to keep you guys fed. We are, as you can see, a very large community. There is a Discord as well when you do sign up that you can join and join in on that family as well. And for those of you that simply just can't, I absolutely understand, and I will continue to post as much as I can on YouTube in edited format. And I just appreciate you for being here and watching these videos and keeping these and liking and commenting, being subscribed, and getting these videos seen by as many people as possible so that we can continue to grow in all aspects of community. That was kind of like intimate a little bit. Like, it's very candid, you know. It's just, I enjoy that. I love things that aren't so rehearsed, and that just, it kind of puts you on a more even level with the artist or with whatever, like the creator, whoever's doing it, depending on what you're watching. Like if you're watching your favorite YouTuber and their content just feels very unrehearsed, right? I personally enjoy that a lot because it just makes me feel a bit closer and not even closer, yeah, but also like it just humanizes the person a lot more. And I enjoy, you know, human content. And that's what this feels. It feels very human. It's just humans who we know are very good friends having a conversation that just feels very real. We're gonna keep on going. The next track is If I Ruled the World.
Music, turn it up. 지루해져 후비는 컸구나. 노래 만들어 지구상 모든 사람들에게 부르게 해. 노래 제목은 애국가. 이쁜 여자들에게 파묻혀 TV를.
I'll be buried under pretty girls as I watch TV.
세상의 모든 여자들 나 위에 ready to die. 남자들 너네 술 가져와. 일행 없어져도 좋아. 어쨌든 여긴 내 왕국이니까.
I'm literally King Nam. I'm literally picturing King RM just in his own palace, things as he described.
I say one for the money, two for the money. 일단 먼저 난 공인중개사를 찾아가 가족과 함께 살 집을 사고 파. 그래 그 다음은 내 장롱면 너 잠에서 깨워줘야지. 다른 구동 차를 구입하고 기름을 주입하고 이런 게 무리라도 무이자인 할부로 수시가 도박 그딴 건 안 하고파. 세상을 지배했는데 왜 그리 꿈이 소박하냐는 질문은 많아. 박사 식구들과 그래도 여전히 I'm still 음악이 고파. 난 힙합계의 김장은이 됐어.
I like how like you rule the world, so why would you need, you know, stocks and gambling and all these? You literally rule the world. You could just imagine like ruling the world and applying for a credit card and there's interest on it, or applying for a loan and there's even a small level of interest, 1 to 3% of it. No, not an option. I rule the world. No interest on filling up my car, like any of these things. I literally rule the world. And not only do I rule the world, that's how much I love making music with BTS. I rule the world, which means that I don't need to do anything. I could just sit around. I could be like RM and sit around watching TV with girls on top of me all day. But I love making music so much with these boys. I'm still going to keep making music with them. That's just a really good song. It's very fun. I like that the childness is literally referenced in the song, like the silliness of it all. But the song itself isn't silly, like sonically. Like it's actually, I appreciate it kind of as a nod to this older sort of funky R&B era of music that I think they really accomplished with this song. And I like that I like that feel of the album carrying on so far. So yeah, this is just a really enjoyable song overall, and a lot of the bars are really funny. So I appreciated that. All right, Coffee is the next track. It has the most streams on the album. It's over 100 million streams, but I didn't see a music video for it. So is it just a song that wasn't released and like as a single, and people just like really ended up loving it? I don't know. We'll see.
Baby, baby, 그대는 카라멜 마키아토 여전히 내 입가에 그대이 달콤해 Baby, baby, tonight.
Oh, do it to me, Jungkook.
이마 한마디면 되겠지 얼마나 성공할지 세상이랑 내겠어 내게만 보여주던 내 반달 눈웃음 요즘 다시
This whole album is like made for me. I just gotta say, this album is made for me. I'm mad we took this long to get to this album. This album sonically is just invented for my musical palette. Oh, the glass full of memories is more bitter as I drink it. Is that what it said? I like all those lines too because it talks about like just going through it. I'll go through. I forgot the song was called Coffee. That's why we got Americano and Macchiato and all these references. But we're also now we're talking about like all those things, like the liquid form of all those things, and referencing them as memories, and even before that, talking about it being worth it to go through all these things with somebody, whether they're the ups or the downs. Yada. Oh, I like this. I love when Jungkook slide. I'm already enjoying the song so much, and he's gonna slide in there with those little ad libs like that. Go ahead, do it again. Give me that little run. I fucking love this song. Baby. This song is so fucking great. Oh my gosh, Chimin, do it again. It's so good. It's so smooth. I'd like to make an official complaint because I've watched like full concerts of them with you guys on Patreon, and why have they never performed We On and Coffee? Why have they never and even no? Why have they not performed these songs in these concerts? I'm sure they have back when they were doing concerts back then, but now we're so far the more recent concerts I've seen, I don't see these songs in the set list. What's up with that? Wow. Oh my God. That is such a great song. I did not think I would walk away from this album with two already, at least, of my all-time favorite BTS songs, Coffee and We On. And I'm enjoying everything. No is great. If I Ruled the World is so much fun. But We On and Coffee are two of my favorite. Like, those are like in that playlist of all my favorite BTS songs. But towards the top, they're excellent. I want a music video for this. I just want the boys sipping coffee, sipping lattes, Americanos, macchiatos, whatever they want. I just want them sipping the drinks in the video. That's all they gotta do. Literally, all they gotta do is just sip coffee. Have Jimin looking all fabulous, sipping coffee in the video, and that's it. That's all you need. And boom, the video will be a success. I guarantee it. I don't know what else to say, guys. I really, truly, I can't emphasize enough how much I love this song. The influence remains consistent throughout the project. This has very soft R&B with acoustic guitars in it, which I love. I love when you add acoustic guitars in like an R&B type track. Obviously, like the vocals, the rap line, everything about this is perfect. Perfect. I love this. Also, the concept, coffee, like macchiatos, like caramel macchiato, right? It's sweet, and comparing this person being sweet on your lips, enjoying the taste of them, but also the taste of what their relationship is, right? It can be a very sweet relationship, very good relationship, or there's also downs. Not everything is great, and coffee can be bitter sometimes. That's a famous thing that coffee is famous for, or espresso, and there's that bitter taste sometimes of the downs and of the memories that aren't so great, but you're going to keep on sipping, right? Because ultimately you're going to get that sweet sip, and you want the memory. You want to live in the memories because of the good things. The good things always make the bad worth it. And bringing it all down to just a cup of coffee and a song that is so smooth makes this such a killer song. I cannot say that enough. All right. Wow. We are doing very well here so far. And the next song is the first Cypher. BTS Cypher, the very first one. The Cyphers always get me so hyped, so I'm excited to see where it started.
Damn hip bullshit. I don't rapper, cut that bullshit. 자기 본질은 아이돌 시시라면 날 무시. 주대 따위는 개주고 내
hold on. Okay, hold on. We're going fast here already.
hip bullshit. I don't rapper, cut that bullshit. 자기 본질은 아이돌 시시라면 날 무시. 주대 따위는 개주고 내 이름을 피우지 못하지만 무시밖에 모르는 니들이 how you kill me. So bring the monster back and extract my monster swag. So this is the monster tracks, my freaking monster rap. 현대판 홍길동들 좋은 걸 보고 my monster swag. So this is the monster tracks, my freaking monster rap.
The modern day Hong Kil Dongs. He is rapping so fast in certain parts. Really quick Google search. Is that a hero? Some sort of hero from some movie? A character of Hong Kil Dong has become a mainstay of Korean culture and literature. It's a common placeholder name, similar to John Doe. John Doe literally is a placeholder name. Okay, interesting.
Monster bag and extract my monster swag. So this is the monster tracks, my freaking monster rap. 현대판 홍길동들 좋은 걸 보고도 좋다고 못해. 3세대 리더, so I'm a leader. 이건 세대 교체, I'm sick. Yeah, I'm the top of the top of the top. Still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking. I'm like the Casio signs, I'm a darn. Because you're my, because I'm not freaking darn. We popping the leader, so I'm a leader. 이건 세대 교체, I'm sick. Yeah, I'm the top of the top of the top. Still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking. I'm like the Casio signs, I'm a darn. Because you're my, because I'm not freaking darn.
Relax.
Cause every kick is my freaking sign. Nah, 원래 관대, but now I'm more than you rappers. 차례대로 썰어버리고 then I'm more than you haters. 자 이제 나와, 그리고 말해봐. 누가 네 top 5 rap monster 란다. 리더 랩몬 네 아빠 썩.
Your dad? What? He's saying I'm in the top 5. Don't look down on me like... because he's an idol and he's being looked at a certain way. He started off saying on the top of it, and now he works his way up to just say like I don't know if that John Doe line or whatever the translation was is exactly like if I got that right. But he's just saying like I'm no average person, like I'm very dangerous. I'm the best. I mean, the ciphers are where they just talk their biggest smack, right? So I'm assuming that's kind of what we're getting at. He is rapping really fast here, though. Okay, I have come a long way. Which is definitely a theme on this project.
위에 블랙프루프로 한 방을 먹였지 어설픈 가짜들은 질려 반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네 발음만 지른 4K I'm the man I'm bit
The quality of my pronunciation is 4K. When I rap, you know what I am saying. You hear every word. It's 4K. That's the quality of it. I've never heard verbal quality be referred to in a visual way. That's actually really sick.
반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네 발음만 지른 4K I'm the man I'm bit 위에서 쇼팽 난 절대 안 변해 태어날 때부터 난 못해 born rapper My attitude 내 멘토 니들이 씹고 물어뜯어도 난 내 멘토 기부심 물어봐 내게 느끼는 무력감 질투심 속이란 네 IP 다 보일라 난 보일라 순식간에 핫해
I can see. Hide your jealousy. I can see your IP address. It's those Twitter fingers. All those haters just typing their hate online, right? Like just that hate from a distance, say it to my face type stuff. And that was old. Keep it. I'm not glad it was short because I would love these boys to rap forever, truly. But as far as how fast they were rapping, especially RM started it off, set the tone, and I was very stressed because I was like, he is really going quick here. But this makes a lot of sense as the first cipher. I really enjoyed it, but it makes a lot of sense to start it off because I feel like it really sets the tone for what's to come from the other ciphers. You can kind of see what their vision was with the first one, and I feel like they elevated each cipher more and more as it kept going. There's a couple bars in here that stick out so strongly to me that I'm going to take away from this cipher, as I do with each cipher. Whenever I just am gushing about these boys lyrically to somebody, like to my real rap, my rap head friends who love real rap, who don't understand that these are legitimately great rappers, I make sure they know one of the things I will send them are the ciphers. Along with obviously the solo work and some of the better songs, like particularly like lyrically, I just think the more elevated lyrical songs in BTS's discography for the rap group, the rap line. All right, there's one thing I need to look up right before we dive into this next song, which is Attack on Bangtan. I need to know when, and I will reveal this in a minute. Some of you probably, okay, Attack on Titan. I didn't know what year that started. It started in 2013. I would imagine the manga was even before that. So is this going to be a play on Attack on Titan? I can't think of anything else, right? It's Attack. When you say Attack on, immediately I'm like Titan. So if you insert any word in that third word, I'm like, we're playing off of Attack on Titan. As you all know, watched Attack on Titan in full on Patreon. I watched the whole thing, seasons 1 through 4, every episode, and my mind was blown. And it's one of the greatest stories that's ever been told. That's a whole other conversation. If you haven't seen it, watch it with me. Sign up and watch it with me, or if you're watching this on Patreon now, go watch those Attack on Titan videos with me, because that show is unbelievable. Okay, this might not even be about that. I don't know. Maybe it is though. Let's see. Attack on Bangtan.
하지만 방탄소년단이 진격한다면 어떨까?
용감하지? 용감한 방탄소년단 인기 역시 용감하게 킥킥대래 나 랩을 갈리.
Hold on, that boy, the brave bulletproof Boy Scout. We got the bulletproof reference a couple times throughout this project, actually, but the Boy Scouts, the Scout Regiment, a little maybe hints there.
용감한 방탄소년단 인기 역시 용감하게 킥킥대래 나 랩을 갈리고 갈린 랩감을 좀 다 쓸어버려 가뿐하게 빅빅대래.
Damn, RM, take it easy on the older. He's taking the retirees out. He's knocking out all the older rappers. Like, get out of here. It's my turn. What's that line? I don't remember which one of them said it, but I think it's if I ruled the world, I would just eliminate all the music except all the rap hip hop music except BTS. God damn, that's still so crazy. I love that. My feet, and again, this Attack on Titan thing could have nothing to do with that, but my feet sound the alarm. Excuse me, announcing my entrance, it makes me think of the Titans, running, and that's when you hear them running. That's their feet sound the alarm. But it's also clearly a nod to J-Hope being the great dancer he is in his background. That's his feet sounding the alarm, announcing his entrance to the K-pop world. It's like, look at me. yeah, I'm the best dancer in the world. We will swallow you without fear. Come on, it's gotta be a Titan reference. It's gotta be a Titan reference. And I just love that they continue to just put their foot down on the fact that even though they're new in the industry, they have already proven themselves, and they're just further cementing that point and their greatness along with that point when they say all the things they said across this album and reference and address a lot of the haters, particularly earlier on in their career, or a lot of the naysayers and doubters. Hey, Jungkook is rapping! Another stepping on our seniors' backs on stage. He's like, I'm sorry, man, but it's our turn. Once again. Also, shout out to Jungkook getting rap verses.
What more can I say?
I like that it feels like a march. This song is definitely goes away from the vibe of it doesn't like, I mean, it kind of makes sense because we just got the Cypher. So the Cypher already started to veer away from the vibe that the album was giving, as far as like that kind of R&B, funky, more hip-hop, like old school sound that I was getting consistently throughout the album. And the Cypher gives you some of that, right? Because it's just straight hip-hop, they're just rapping. But this song is a complete departure from that sound. Reminds me of some couple other BTS tracks in particular, actually. But I like that marching sort of like, and Jimin is singing along and kind of harmonizing with those marching band sounds. But I like that because it feels like because the song is about how we're coming for you and it's our turn. And I like the chorus giving that effect and that feel of a sort of marching and walking in and it being our turn sort of vibe, because that's like, it just fits the song's dynamic really well.
Higher, fire, and higher, higher, higher.
That grittier vocal from Jimin right there. He's been doing it the whole song, but I gotta point out, give him credit for like that grittier vocal. This song has gotta be, again, in line with what I thought it might be with the Attack on Titan thing. You let me know if those are just coincidences, but there seems to be too many coincidences for it not to be, you know, kind of not just in reference to that clearly, but also like our time is now, it's our turn, which also makes sense in a project that's at the very beginning of their career, and the hype factor behind it as well, of course. All right, we're gonna go on to, we have 2 tracks left, but I literally never do this, but I'm going to go to track, I'm going to listen to the outro first, which is Love in School, and then I'm going to go to Paldogangsan, only because, shout out to Ophelia, and this is just to say the truth of the matter. I read every comment, every single comment I get, I read and always take to heart, and I'm always looking for assistance from you guys, or just information from you guys, or context, or I just love to, or opinions and thoughts and feelings and how things affect you, but also when things are directed to me that might help me out. And shout out to Ophelia, who told me that I should watch a video about track 9 that explains track 9. So I want to watch the video right after I hear the song. So I'm going to listen to the outro first, and then we'll listen to track 9, and then watch that video explaining track 9. So yeah, let's do that. Let's listen to the outro, Love in School. All right, we got just the vocal line. Serve me them vocals.
I just wanna love you, I just wanna love you. 이미 넌 알고 있잖아, oh baby.
What's up with these boys and coffee on this album?
커피 마시고 눈을 떠봐도 잠이 들 것만 같아. Oh no no 구해줘 잘 봐봐 아직까지 난 너만 기다리는데. I just wanna love you I just wanna love you 아직도 꿈인 것 같아. Oh baby I just wanna love you I just wanna love you 이미 넌 알고 있잖아. Oh baby oh baby love you girl oh beautiful girl
So many fun vocals back there.
oh baby love you girl oh beautiful girl.
야 신아야 내랑 사귈래?
Oh, wow. I'm sure that just ruined a lot of people. I'm sure that ruined so many people.
야 신아야 내랑 사귈래?
Hey, Jungkook asking, hey, girl, will you date me? I want to know how many people just clipped that one part and, like, played it to themselves and answered back and, yeah, and considered it an official relationship from there on. I need to know. I think one of the biggest takeaways from this album and how great this album is to me is the singability. Like, a lot of these songs are just so singable, and I'm listening to them for my first, like, on my first listen, I am just like I'm just singing it. By the end of it, Coffee, I'm singing it. Even if I Rule the World, I'm just singing these songs, and then here with the outro, it happens again, where I just find myself singing along, and that's kind of the makings of, like, just kind of great music, right? It's the point of all of it, to make people feel, to make people think, make people consider, make people sing. All right, we're gonna listen to this last track. It is the 9th track, but it's the last track I'm gonna listen to because I also have this Paldogangsan in parentheses Satori rap here. Let me scroll down. Satori rap explained by a Korean. Paldogangsan.
남자가 좀 잘생긴 것 같다. 내가 아니에요 형님. 맞다니까. 아니라니까. 맞다니까. 조용히 하시오 그냥. 아이 손놈 바퀴 파는 결국 같은 항공말들 올려다 봐 이렇게 마주 안 같은 하늘 살짝 오글거리지만 전부 다 잘났어 말 다 통하잖아 문산부터 말았어.
So is this about being from all these different places, but he's just said we all look up at the same sky, but just him saying, like, we're still all the same. I love that they just said that. I love, like, we're here, and I'm gonna jump into this. BTS Paldogangsan Satori rap explained by a Korean.
BTS has been breaking records, appearing at the Grammys.
There was no chance in a million years that I was ever going to fathom what this song was about. And it's unification. It's bringing people together. It's wanting to ease those tensions and coming together while still appreciating, like, all these different variations and dialects and cultures and regions, and, you know, relieving that tension. And that's typical BTS. That's wild. Wow, that's layered. That is layered. Shout out to BTS for even, they're so young and they're writing about this. That's insane. After watching this, my mind's in a million places, but all those places are impressed. There's a theme across this project of, again, making it through training, arriving, like arrival. It's our arrival. Whether it's their, I don't think it's their, correct me if I'm wrong, there's one more project right before this one, I believe, or was it this one and then there's one more project? Either way, it's their first year making music. I think that was referenced in a song. There's multiple references to their arrival, multiple references to, like, we're here now, multiple references to out with the old, in with the new. We'll prove ourselves. We continue to prove ourselves. I love the proving ourselves being done all throughout this project. Like, they literally do it in real time. There's love music. Like, Coffee is such an incredible love song, and No is still such a profound song to be written from such young artists, to be able to have that perspective so young. The whole the fucking fact of the song is why you can't have that perspective, because you're not allowed to think for yourself, right? Because you're put into a lane. So the fact that they're able to think for themselves at that age and create that song just speaks to where they were at in a maturity level so early on. Like they were able to have so much perspective, and I think that has so much to do. I know that has so much to do with why they became such great artists, and their lyrics have just been so impactful and resonating for so long now, especially earlier on, and obviously across time as a group. They're just incredible lyricists and storytellers, and you see it so early on in a song like No, We On, Coffee. Those are two of my favorite BTS songs ever, point blank, period. I can't believe I came across those two songs. I didn't think I would come across my favorite BTS, like songs that were going to make my list of favorite BTS songs ever so early on in their discography, but I did. And then If I Ruled the World is just, it's so fun. Like, it's funny, but it's a legitimate song, and it's catchy. And I might listen to that song as much as Coffee and We On, and obviously No, because of how profound that song was. The Cypher was great, and you can see where the Cypher, you could see it being born when you think about the other Cyphers. Again, Attack on Bangtan, and all throughout this project, we're here, we've arrived, and I love that because, again, it actually hits because it's the truth, and because we have the perspective now of seeing everything they've accomplished. And then the outro fits perfectly with the vibe of the sing-along songs, but not just sing-along songs, because they're like masterfully crafted. The vocal line is doing its thing. The rap line, like RM is rapping as fast as I've ever heard him rap all over this project. J-Hope is doing his thing. Suga's doing his thing. I love the different perspectives as we always get. Like J-Hope is, their perspectives are so different and they work all together so well. There seems to be a pattern of like RM, then Suga, then J-Hope across this album when it comes to verses and getting their points across. And yeah, I really love this project, guys. Like, this one's gonna sit with me. This happens every time, though. Every time I listen to one of their projects, man, they're special. That's all I gotta say. I want to get that across while it was still fresh in my mind and while I'm feeling it all emotionally before I jump into this last video here. But I just want to say I love you guys so much. Seriously, I cannot stress that enough. Thank you for still being here and watching this and allowing me to become a part of this family, and having patience with me when I don't like a song as much. Like, I know that's happened across our journey here. There's some songs I haven't liked as much as other songs, and you guys are always so nice about that and understanding and patient with me as far as it's everyone, you know, it's an opinion, it's all subjective, but also when I get things wrong and giving me information about these songs and when they go way over my head, which also happens all the time. So yeah, I just want to get all that out, even though we have so much more BTS in the future, but it's just something I'm thinking about right now. All right, guys, I'm going to stop being all emotional. You guys know how I felt about this album. I talked about that before this video. I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't be able to gather those thoughts at this point after having just watched this. But what a great experience. What a great album. I'm going to go listen to these songs again because they made me really happy. And I'm really appreciative of whoever's still watching this here now. You mean the world to me. Lots of love to you. And I will see you for the next upload.